Good morning and welcome to day 65 on the Appalachian Trail. Out here walking through a very wet field right now. Looks like we're going to be going back into the trees soon. After 3 short fields of grass, we're heading back into the trees. The grass out here lately has just been incredibly wet with dew. I mean, it did rain early last night as we arrived at camp, but it's just dripping. And we had the same experience yesterday when we had to walk through some grass, but much shorter grass. But we're back in the trees, have a clear path again, not too rocky yet. Things are good. We'll be doing a resupply today in Ruserville, and should have a few views on the way. Another one of these power line views, but the best part of the view, blue skies. I think we're supposed to have no rain for the next few days. This is Thursday. I think when I looked the last update my phone received for local weather was maybe rain again on Sunday. Higher chance in the 30s anyway. But it's good walking right now. Second stream crossing of the day. This one's a little bigger. Second highway crossing of the day. This one has a little more traffic, but easy to get a break. And back into the woods. Rocky ridge there. We're not going over quite that far, at least not yet. We're coming up this way, also with lots of big rock. Other than the occasional flyover of an aircraft or a train horn, it's pretty peaceful out here this morning. We've only seen one hiker so far. We've been out for 2.5 hours, and the hiker we saw was a hiker named Jax that was at the shelter last night with us. Yesterday we saw a lot of southbounders, whether they were section hiking or doing whatever, but in the afternoon saw a lot of people on trail, but nobody yet this morning. Here we're at High Rock. For some reason people like to paint it. The problem, there's a road here. Got a camera, but I guess it doesn't stop anything. But we'll get a view. So there is a great view from High Rock. Like seeing all these farms. It's pretty interesting. View from Penmar Park on the Pennsylvania-Maryland border. Near it. Gonna take an early lunch here. Have about 3 miles to go. The sign's off by a couple 100 miles. That's okay. We know where we are. Great park here. Penmar Park. Big old place. Not too many people here today. It's a Thursday, about 11 a.m. Time for lunch. Pardon view from Penmar Park. These nice benches too to watch the sunset. This is really nice. Made it to the Mason-Dixon line. Goodbye south, hello north. Hello Pennsylvania. Appalachian Trail, Maine to Georgia. Foot traffic only, please. Trying to get a hitch on Route 16 into Rooserville. Repackaging the resupply here at Walmart. Got to get rid of all these boxes. But had to buy a couple of boxes of bags to put things in. Single servings and such, like these peanuts. Right, the trick that was just suggested last night. Put this pie into a Ziploc. I don't have a gallon Ziploc, so it's going to take a couple of them. And then just eat it with spoon used for everything else. We'll see how it goes. And I have 2 half blueberry pies that probably all have to be eaten tonight or for breakfast. Yum. All right, we're back on trail. Made our trip down to Walmart, got our resupply. Getting to town. Well, that highway's pretty busy. Right hitching, and it worked. We're not there too long. Definitely, I'd say less than 10 minutes. Not too bad at all. But it's not a great place for people to stop. So we were pretty lucky somebody was willing to stop and give us a ride. He was going to the Lowe's in town, right across the parking lot for Walmart. So it's perfect setup for him too. He didn't have to go out of his way. Thank you, Charles Schultz, just like the Peanuts creator, local guy. And as we were leaving Walmart, after we got all our food repackaged and got rid of the boxes and such, a very nice lady named Jan asked us as we stepped out of the store if we'd like a ride back to the trailhead. And at the time we were headed down to Little Caesars, about not quite, probably maybe a third of a mile away, and right on the main highway heading back to trailhead. But Hummingbird and I looked at each other. It's like, yeah, we'll take the instant ride rather than getting pizza and trying to get a ride later. I guess I didn't hit the record button. This is the second bridge in a row. A little more water here. I could walk. Nice flowing creek here. Here's our home for the night. We're at Tumbling Run Shelter. Here, like the last shelter area, there's actually 2 shelters to sleep in. Each could hold about 4 people. Nice picnic area in the middle. Lunch room, whatever you want to call it. Covered table. Headed down next to the spring. They tell me this is an upgraded privy. Kind of a fancy door for a privy. It's got a doorbell. There it is. Solar power. Officially the snoring shelter and the non-snoring shelter.